Hello again from JetBlue Park, where the Red Sox held another voluntary workout this morning in advance of Friday's mandatory report date for pitchers and catchers. Pitchers took center stage today, throwing another round of bullpen sessions, and had a chance to catch up a little bit with Clay Buchholz, the holdover, the one holdover really from last year. Joe Kelly was here at the end of the year too, but Buchholz is really the one who's been here now the longest in the aftermath of the trades last year of Jon Lester and John Lackey, and kind of the pitcher that the Red Sox are hoping will emerge not only as the best pitcher on the staff, but also the leader of the staff. And he talked a little bit this morning about just how his role has changed here over the years as he's gone from being a follower of Lester, Lackey, and those types to the elder statesman of the pitching staff.
You know, it changed for me in a day. Last year it was one day I left and, you know, I was the same guy that I've been for the last 4 years, and then the next day I walk in and I'm the oldest guy on the team, and you know, I got people coming to me and asking me things that they used to ask Lackey or Peavy or Beckett, Lester, and you know, it was a little bit of shell shock at first, but you know, I think I learned a lot from it last year. It made me, you know, go into the clubhouse and knowing that I had to get my work done, because there was people, not staff or anything, watching, but there was other guys watching what I do and how I do it, and so I learned a lot from it, and I think it ultimately helped me. And knowing that going into the off season, I think it worked out a lot better that way than the guys being traded in the off season and me coming here and then having to assume that role.
As always, health is going to be the key for Clay Buchholz. He's never been able to stay healthy for an entire season. He's never made more than 30 starts. He's never pitched 200 innings in a season. He feels like if he's able to do that, he will be able to be the pitcher that everyone thinks he can be. Now, at this stage of his career, though, age 30 and been around now a few years, you wonder, will he ever reach that level, or is he who he is? A guy who is very, very good in stretches, but never is able to put it together over the course of a full season. The answer to that question is going to go a long way to determining whether the Red Sox really need to go out and find a #1 starter, or whether they have it right here in Clay Buchholz. So time will tell on that one. Had a chance to talk as well to Wade Miley, who's one of the newcomers to the rotation. Yeah, he's a lefty who came over in that December trade with Arizona, and he was saying that the rotation, the new starting pitchers, himself, Rick Porcello, and Justin Masterson, have kind of begun to bond a little bit with Buchholz and Kelly, and that group is beginning to feel a little bit more like a unit. Had a chance to speak a little bit with Juan Nieves, the pitching coach, and he said that, look, you know, even in 2013, when the Red Sox won the World Series, there were stretches during the season where they had different pitchers step up and be their best pitcher. For a while, it was actually Felix Doubront in the middle of the season who was their best pitcher. For a time, it was Ryan Dempster. Of course, late in the season and in the playoffs, it was Jon Lester, and that carried over into the early part of last year, where there was no disputing that Jon Lester was the ace and the leader of the staff. So what Nieves wants is somebody to step forward and be that guy. It doesn't have to be the same guy at the beginning as it is at the end, but they're certainly going to need a #1 throughout the course of the season in order to be the winning team that they think they will be. So we'll talk more about the pitching as time goes on here over the next few weeks, and we'll have a lot more about it in the pages of the Boston Herald, so please check that out. We'll talk to you again here tomorrow from JetBlue Park. In the meantime, I'm Scott Lauber for the Boston Herald. Have a great day.